There are many people who suffer in silence with bladder problems. Bladder Health UK is a national charity that offers help and support to people who contact them. Often the need is just wanting someone to talk to and open up about their problems. Sometimes it's to share experiences and to find out more about treatment that can improve their quality of life.
Well, there's an awful lot of people that suffer with bladder problems in the UK. Some will say 14 million people have some sort of bladder problem. And these people, they can get medical treatment, but sometimes it's an emotional impact that has a bigger impact on their lives than the medical condition itself. Having a bladder illness won't kill you. And that's the difference between having a cancer or a heart condition. So lots of people are left to deal with it on their own because in general, that's what we've always done. But we at the charity, because we run the advice line, we've got the Facebook pages, we know just about the impact that it has on people's quality of life, their work, their relationships, they're going on holiday, all of these kind of things are impacted.
So I suffer from interstitial cystitis, bladder pain syndrome, have done for 25 years now. It was very hard at first being diagnosed as a young sufferer. I wasn't able to work, wasn't able to lead a normal life, and quite often was not even able to leave the house. And I felt there was nobody who understood, empathised, nobody else in the world who felt as I did. And then when I joined this charity, it was a complete revelation to me to find out, hey, actually there are loads of people out there who have the same condition.
What can people expect when they contact you?
We listen, and I think that's something that a lot of medical practitioners don't have time to do. So if we get called to the advice line, sometimes it can be 10 minutes, sometimes it can be nearly an hour.
So we have a closed page on social media which operates 24/7 for sufferers of IC, painful bladder syndrome. And one of the sufferers at 11 o'clock at night, she had a suprapubic catheter and was having awful problems getting it to drain and to connect the night bag to the stand. And fortunately, one of our moderators on the page was available at 11 o'clock at night and talked her through it via FaceTime, which meant that she was able to sort that out and didn't have to go to A&E.
There's a lot of alternative treatments out there that we know about within the charity. And although we're not a medical body, we have medical help from a medical panel and specialist continence nurses, but we can put people on a path they hadn't thought about before. We've got things like shared decision making, so patients are involved more in their treatment options before they make a decision. And there's also patient-reported outcome measures, which is a target measure now that's been introduced. That, again, is about surveying patients post-operation, post-surgery, to see if their outcome is what they expected. And I think some of the surveys have shown that it's not been the case, and that can change practice. And that in itself is another measure which is designed to improve quality of life for the patients.
How important has sponsorship been to the charity, particularly during the pandemic?
So we had a lot of contact from members who were saying they were really struggling, clinics were closing and their symptoms were coming back because they weren't able to continue with their regular installations. I then contacted our corporate partners to ask if there was anything that could be done to help during this time. And they were extremely helpful in providing installations directly to our members, and also some fabulous information on how to self-instill at home.
What drives you to do the work you do?
Well, I think it's because you make a difference. An awful lot of people out there haven't got any help. They daren't talk to their families. They're ashamed of being incontinent. The stigma that's attached to it is something that they find really difficult to deal with. But if we can get somebody to become aware of Bladder Health UK, give us a call on the advice line and we can help that person to have a better quality of life. We've made a difference to that person.
So it goes without saying this charity is invaluable.
It's everything to me, absolutely, yes. Yeah, being able to offer that support and to give back what was given to me, yeah.